All right, let's start. Okay, so we're going to do some different stuff today, but we're also going to, well, not repeat a lot of Monday, but definitely do some of the things we'll incorporate today with the weights. But we're going to start in our C, and then make sure you have your weights maybe on either side of you. We'll just start with a couple curls. So I'm going to have you put your hands on your knees, okay, and just legs are like a diamond shape. Long or close or whatever feels good. Sit up nice and tall. Find your sitting bones. Pull your belly up from the floor. Try to lift the rib cage and really grow taller in the spine. We're just going to take a couple breaths, okay? So the breath is going to be different today. So we're going to take a big inhale and then hold it and add some air. Inhale more. And one more big inhale. So you're adding on to your inhale. And then nice and slow. Let it out. So this is a calming breath, by the way. So you're going to take that inhale and then add to it, inhale deeper. And one more big add to the inhale and slowly exhale. Okay, we're going to go for a regular breath now. So just a big inhale on the count, maybe a 5 count. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. By the way, that breath is what you would use if you are going up to the mountains. It helps you get accustomed to the altitude. Okay, so hands are on the knees. I know it's kind of worthless information, right? Exhale as you curl. Pull the ribs back, trying to keep the shoulders more over the hips. You can roll back a little bit, but don't let the shoulders curl forward. Pull them back. Inhale, come up. So we're just going to work and loosen up the spine. Exhale, maybe go a little deeper. And inhale, lengthen, and try to go with that 5 count breath. So exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. So you're wanting to go off the sitting bones as you curl back, maybe go a little deeper, and then find the sitting bones, lengthen the spine. So the sitting bones are tipping forward. You're going to the back side of the pelvis, and then you're coming up. Let's go one more. Exhale. After yesterday doing that class, how many times I did it? Pause here. We're going to take our arms and we're going to do some shoulder rotation. So you're going to stay in your diamond if it's okay, and just let your knees relax. So arms are reaching forward, shoulders are pulling down, you're sitting up tall, lengthen the spine. All we're going to do here is rotate palms up and rotate palms down. And inhale, open and up, and exhale, rotate. And try to get bigger with your rotation. So maybe a full circle here. So what we're doing is opening up the shoulders, rotating in that kind of shoulder area. Go for 2. And good. And there you go. And we're going to bring the arms, stack them up. Okay, so remember the rules here. When you add weight to the hands or the arms or lift them, it's going to get a little higher or harder. Sorry. So curl it back. Okay, one arm is stacked on the other. Curl it up, pull the belly back. We're going to go 3 more. Curl it back. The shoulders should feel kind of warming up here. Pull the belly in as you curl up. And here's 2. Exhale. Keeping those shoulders nice and open. Okay, and last one. And inhale up. Let's stack the other way. I know this is a lot. Take a break if you need to. Curl back. You got your genie arms. So it's more about the shoulders right now than the belly. We'll move on to that in a little bit. Okay. And last one. And curl it up. And pause right here. Bring those legs together. We're going to do a flexed foot, knees together, all right? Reach the arms forward. Take your inhale. Exhale, curl. Hold it down low. Okay, as low as you can go, where you feel those abs really kick in. Go to the back side of that pelvis. Good, Chris. Pull the shoulders down and back. We're going to bring the arms up and tap down to the floor. Keep those arms strong. Keep the shoulders down. Good job. Inhale. Keep that belly as tight as you can and those ribs pulling back. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to go for 3. Good. And 2. Shoulders come down as the arms come up. And there you go. Reach the arms forward. Curl yourself up. And take a quick break. Let's keep our legs like this if you guys feel okay. I like the knees bent. It takes it out of the hip flexors a little. So knees together, thighs connected. We're going to reach the arms forward. This is kind of a funny concept, so I want you guys to try to get it. So you're seated tall. Feel like you have something up your backside. Maybe you're sitting against a wall, okay? All you want to do is slide the shoulders forward, keeping the arms straight, and then pull the shoulders back. Try to pull those shoulder blades together. Reach arms forward, pull them back. So you're just sliding the shoulder blades kind of around the front side of the rib, pulling them together around the back too. And here's your last one. And we're going to take it down to the floor. So curl, curl, curl. Hands come down to the mat. Roll it down. Extend the legs long as you start to roll yourself down. And I am going to find my mat. Okay. So remembering what we just did with our scapula, I call it a scapula slide. So I want you to find your neutral spine, legs are together. So now pull those shoulder blades down. So now we have a mat to kind of give us some feedback. So we're going to do the same thing we did seated as we reach, hands up, keeping the arms straight, shoulders round, and now draw them down. Pull those shoulder blades down to the mat. Reach up. Draw down, exhale. Reach up, inhale, exhale. I want your belly as tight as you can make it. Squeeze those legs together. And here's 2. And 1. And pull the shoulders down, keep the arms up. We're going to open the arms to a T. We're going to hover as we open. And I'm going to hit my curtain. So inhale, oh, I made it. Exhale, pull them up. So after our work that we did in the studio yesterday, you may be feeling this a little bit, right? I know. Inhale, keeping the belly tight. Exhale, squeeze close. So you're not just swinging the arms, you're moving with intention. Your shoulders are wide on the mat. Exhale, bring them up. Inhale. Good. Exhale. And here's 2. And 1 more. And here we go. We're going to roll it up. So you're going to bring the palms facing toward the toes. Arms are reaching. As the arms start to lower, the chin comes to the chest. So a roll up with weights actually helps. Yeah, it does. It's the funniest thing. You're going to roll yourself down. Keep those shoulders. Remember your scapula slide that we just did. You're moving those shoulders back. Arms come up. Take your inhale. Exhale. As the arms reach, draw the ribs back. Pull that belly in. And reach. Let's go 1 more like this, and then we'll add on. Arms up. Exhale. Make it as slow as you can. When you hit that low back right above the pelvis, I want you to slow it down. It's so much harder. Let's go down 1 more time. So much easier. I know, like really easy. Yeah. I know. It's so funny. You would think it would be harder. Good job. Good job. Beautiful. Okay, come on in. Let's pause here. We're going to open our legs to the feet. All right. In a second, we're going to be standing. So get ready for that. So we're going to open our arms to a V. We're going to bring the arms forward. I want you to drop the chin to the chest and curl down over the hips. Now, from here, as low as you're in your curl forward. You're going to extend the spine, flatten out, reach those arms forward. So you're in this big hinge, flatten out your spine, lift your arms, look to the waist. Now, you're going to curl back and lengthen the spine, arms reach forward. Drop the chin to the chest, curl, collapse over those hips, curl forward. Now the shoulders slide forward, flatten that back out, reach for through the fingers, straighten the spine, come on up in your curl. Sit up tall. We'll go one more. Drop the head. Curl down. Weights kind of come hovering over the floor. Now curl forward. Reach those arms and pause. Come on up with a flat back so you're hinged forward right here. Okay, you're looking over or between the center of the thighs, and we're going to pulse the arms up, up. Let's go slow. It doesn't have to be big here. So this is shoulder work. Keep your belly tight. Keep the ribs back. 2 and 1. And curl, curl, curl back. And lengthen the spine. That was that. Okay. So let's bring ourselves. I'm going to scooch myself back to the edge of my mat. All right. Because I'm going to be working this way. So from here, my hands are holding those weights. Pull your feet in close to you and press yourself up. That's all I'm doing. Getting up to a standing position. All right, so we're going to hit some balance. We're going to hit some arms. So be ready. Off the mat will be easier. On a hard surface, mat will make it harder. We're going to stand nice and tall. We're going to find our toes, all our toes connected to that mat. Heel. I want you to feel like you're lifting up through the arch of the foot, pulling your belly up from the floor, pulling the ribs back. Drop the head, let the arms relax, let the weights kind of help and assist as you roll it down to the mat, nice and slow. Belly pulls up away from the floor as the head starts to lower. You're going to leave the weights right there by your feet. We're going to walk ourselves out into a plank. Okay. We're not going to stay here long, so get into your perfect plank. Drop that pelvis, squeeze the glutes, lengthen the neck, pull those shoulders down. And bend. We're going to do 3 push-ups. Doesn't have to be low. Make it slow. Remember that breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. That's it. Hike the hips up. Stretch the spine. Push into the hands. Drop the heels. And walk your hands back toward the toes. You can bend. Always bend the knees if you want. Grab your weight. Tuck your chin. Look to the belly. Pull it up. And roll yourself up. Nice and slow. We'll move a little bit faster. You guys know the work. We're going to go 2 or 1 more. So head drops. Roll it down. Belly is tight and pulling up. You feel your toes. Leave your weights right there by your feet. Walk. Big steps out to your plank, and you can always bend the knees. Drop that pelvis. Get yourself perfect. And inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. This is our last one. Inhale. Beautiful. And exhale, 1 more. Inhale, belly is tight. Exhale, walk yourself back. Legs can stay straight or bent. Grab your weights. Tuck the chin, look to the belly, roll it up. It should be more, like spine should be comfier, nice and loose. All right, we're going to come to a legs together, toes together, everything zipped up. This is where you might want to go to a hard surface, but we'll see. Good job. Okay, so elbows are going to be, so if I'm wide like a goalpost here, this is how my arms are going to be. However, they're going to be right out in front. Okay, so we're going to start with a heel lift. So the trick to the balance is squeeze those glutes, pull the belly in, lift up the heels, lower down, lift, lower. We'll do 2 more without the arms. Keep those shoulders down, and we're going to add our arms. So arms up, bend as we lower the heels. Press up, lots of balance, lower down. As you press up, squeeze those glutes. It will help with that balance. Here's 3. And 2. I'm losing it. And I got it. And 1. And we're going to go up. You're going to hold it up. All we're going to do is move those arms. Elbows down, press up. Inhale down, you're in your big, straight releve, squeezing the glutes. 3, and 2, and 1, and lower down. We're going to go to a Pilates. See, you guys did really good. All right, so our arms are going to start elbows at our side. Palms are going to be up. This is what we call serve the martinis. I don't want to say serve the platter. You're going to releve, bring the arms straight out. Inhale, pull back. Releve, exhale. Inhale down. Squeeze those inner thighs and those glutes. It will help with balance. Pull the belly in. reach. I love it when I mess up. It's always maybe by the 8th one. And 2. I know. And 1. Hold your releve. Squeeze the glutes. Oh, it's hard on the mat. Bend the elbows. Press them out. Stay lifted. Bend and reach. Bend and reach. Oh, bend, reach. Oh, man, lower down. Go to a wider stance, second position. Arms are going to be at our sides. We're going to bend those elbows, rotate palms up, okay? Not so much balance on your wider foot. So pull your belly deep, in and up. Bend, extend those arms. Inhale, pull. Bend the knees, arms go straight. Inhale, pull. So I want you hugging those arms to your rib cage. Go a little deeper if you can in your bend. Go for 3, 2, shoulders over the hips. 1, we're adding on. So now we're punching up. So bend, reach, pull them down. Reach, pull them down. Reach. Belly is tight. You feel all your toes, so we're not rolling in. Let's go for 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Pulse it down. Go deep. Nice and slow. Belly is tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up. Take a quick break. Roll out the shoulders. Nothing crazy. We're warm. Okay. So we're going to come down back to our mat. We're going to get into some single weight work. So we'll just go down nice and graceful. Open up your feet. Hip distance. Nice and tall. Pull the belly in as you roll yourself down. Nice and slow. And let's bend the knees. Come down to the mat. We'll come to a seated position. All right. And we are going to go do some side curling. So we're going to take one weight in our hand. I'm going to have you turn into a mermaid. So with your knees bent, the closest knee to me, drop it and just pivot into your mermaid. Excellent. All right. Just a little fancy way to get there. I'm trying to be fancy. Okay. So we're going to take our arms out to a T. We're going to bring them up overhead. So let me give you some hints here. Doesn't have to go high. So you're using one weight, you're reaching those arms up, sitting nice and tall. We're going to curl over to the back leg. So curl. So remembering the principles of this curl to really get into it the right way, we lift up, and as we come up, we lengthen our spine. Inhale, exhale up. Make sure those shoulders are out of the ears. And you're using your breath and your side waist to lift. We'll go 2 and up. Squeeze that sideline into the center as you lift. We're going to hold it here. Hold it here. Your bottom arm is going to take that weight. So drop it in. You're in your big curl. Pull your shoulders down. Drop that arm. Lift it up. This is one of the hardest things. Oh. It's very hard. That weight adds to the curl. Let's go for 4. So much fun. And 3. Belly is tight. 2. Shoulders are down. And 1. And come on up. And bring the arms down and we'll switch up. I don't know. You're going to like it. So nice and slow. Get into your position. Okay. So I want you to try to keep the sitting bones down. As we come up tall, we'll bring that arm up. We're going to curl toward that back side leg. So shoulders down, belly tight. Curl over. Reach through those arms as you come up. Inhale, tighten that belly. Exhale. I don't want any low back problems. The belly really supports that low spine. Remember, don't let those shoulders come up. You have lots of scapula, awareness. That's what I want. So I want you to feel that control. It takes practice. We're going to hold over to the side in our curl. Weight is in that bottom arm, long arms. Lower it down, bring it up. So our shoulders are right over or in line with our hips. Exhale, squeeze it up. Let's go for 4. Maybe get a little deeper in your curl. And here's 2 and 1 and come on up. Okay, all right, so we're gonna go to some biceps, all right? So grab both weights. I'm gonna seat forward, but you guys can stay on your mats, a long way. All right, so my feet are in front of me, my knees are bent. I'm gonna lift my toes, okay? I'm gonna scooch forward. And I'm gonna curl myself back so my palms are up. I'm gonna bring my arms out to extend. So remember, the weights aren't heavy, but I want you to feel like they're pulling your hands down. You're gonna curl in and inhale away. So now we're gonna start warming up our belly, okay? Curl, keep that nice, tight belly. So bottom rib, pull it back, like you're pulling it back to the spine behind you or the floor below you. And as you pull in, that's a flex. As you straighten, you work that back side of the arm, okay? So nice tight belly. And stay in that big curl. And if you feel low back, pull the belly deeper or curl deeper. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. Curl yourself up. Take a quick break. We're going to do some shoulders. Okay, shoulder circles. So arms can go high or low. Okay, we're going to get back into our curl. So flexing the feet, curl yourself back, get yourself comfy. Get into that position, pull those shoulders down, reach the arms forward. Tiny. So belly is nice and tight. So the weight should add a little bit more to the belly. And we're going to add on a little bit more. So let's go for 3 and 2 and 1. And we're going to start circling up. So as those arms come up, it's harder to maintain that kind of perfect curl, and we'll circle down. Right, and let's go up one more time. Shoulders pull down as those arms come up. Use those scapula, the practice we did earlier to pull those shoulders down. And nice and slow. And guess what's coming? We're going to rotate palms up, but we'll curl ourselves up first. Take a quick break. You guys are doing so good. I know you are at home too, right? Okay. Oh, I wish I could see everyone. Okay. Flex the feet. I'll kind of go on an angle. All right, so you're seated tall. We're going to bring those arms out, palms up, shoulders down, curl. So now we're doing circles with our palms up, okay? Circle those arms with intention. Pull the shoulders down, pull the belly deep, okay? Hopefully my camera won't fall today. Circle, maybe get a little deeper into your curl. We want to start warming up those abs. So go a little deeper. Let's go for 3, 2, 1, and we're going to start to circle up. So just go as high with the arms as you feel like you can keep those feet on the floor. Take that break if you need to. We're going to go up one more time. Belly is tight. I know. Break if you need to, and here it comes. Low. Pull that belly in and reach the arms forward and come up to a seated. Good job. We are warming our abs, right? Okay, so we're going to take ourselves down to a hinge. Okay, so we worked on this too yesterday. So same foot position. We're going to take our arms. I always love this. I call it ping pong. We're going to take our arms, palms in, knuckles together, elbows wide, and shoulders down. We are going to lengthen our spine, and keeping it long, we're hinging down. And we're coming up, straight, straight, straight spine, lift. Keep those ribs pulling back. Okay, you're just in a flat spine, good job, and you're coming up nice. Inhale, that was perfect. And exhale, straight up, find your sitting bones. Mine click as I go back. Yeah. It's so funny. And as I come up, they click until I find the bottom of my sit bone. Straight up, lengthen. Inhale, belly is tight. We want to keep that spine supported. And let's go for 1 more. And nice and slow, come up. Good job. Okay, taking those weights down to the floor, hands on top. So anytime we press into the weight, we connect deeper with our belly, okay? So you're just going to bring the weights, kind of roll them under the palms as you roll yourself down nice and slow, arms stay on the floor. Press into those weights, roll it down, nice and Okay. Yes. And taking our hands or keeping our hands on that floor, feel those shoulders open up nice and wide, shoulder blades on the mat. Feet are together, knees are bent. We're going to take our inhale. We're going to lift our chest. Okay, so chest or chin to chest, press into those weights. Roll it back. Press, press, press. So the harder you press, the more triceps you'll get and the more ab connection you'll get. Come back down to that neutral and remember, take it out of the neck. Chin comes to the chest. Look down to the belly. Make sure it's flat. Let's go for 3. Nice. And here's 2. Yes. And last one. And we're going to hold it up here. So lift and pause. We're going to march one leg up and we'll switch. Tap them down. So you're just alternating. Remember the press into the weight. The chin is tucked deep to the chest. Okay. No necky stuff here. You'll feel a little, but if you really pull the belly down, it'll help. And the chin tuck helps a lot too. And last one. Good. Foot comes to the floor, other foot comes to the floor, roll it down. A lot more work than it looks like. Okay, let's let our knees drop to one side before we continue. Okay. So just bring the knees over to one side, let that hip lift, but keep those shoulder blades wide on the mat underneath. Pull the belly in, draw the knees up to center. Inhale, let those knees fall. And exhale, bring them up. All right, we're bringing our knees to a tabletop. We're going to keep the weights in our hands. We're going to bring the weights in our palms. Fingers are at the back side supporting the head. So from the back side. We're just going to add weight, okay, to the upper body. Bring your knees up to a tabletop. Okay? And from here, we're going to stretch out the legs and then bring them back to tabletop. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, belly draws deeper. Keep that belly as flat as you can. Lower the head if it's too much. Chin to chest. Fingers supporting the head feels so much better to me. Yeah. I don't know why. And 2, it's funny. And last one, hold it here. We're going to bring our arms up overhead. We're going to circle, pull them in, curl up a little deeper. Reach them overhead. Circle around, grab your knees, pull them in, lift that tailbone up. Circle, I'm going to let you do that today. Circle around. Up overhead, circle. Up overhead, we're getting that stretch as we pull our knees in, but that deep belly connection. Let's go for 2. And don't just lift the tailbone with the hands, pull the belly down. Last one, I added one, sorry. And roll down, hands come to the floor, set one foot down at a time. All right, we're going to start adding some more stuff to this, of course. All right, so we're going to do a single knee, and then we'll add rotation. So we're going to bring our hands up behind our head again, okay? Chin comes to chest, look down to the belly, bring one knee up to tabletop, bring the other. We'll extend one leg, and we'll rotate toward the knee that's in. So rotate and rotate. So it's a single leg stretch. I call it a single knee pull. Inhale as you come center. Exhale as you reach. So we're rotating from the rib cage, trying to keep that pelvis still. Job. And 2. And 1. And bring the knees to tabletop, roll it down, step them down. You should feel upper intercostal muscles. So it changes with the weight. It adds it more up to here. I kind of like that. So we did our rotation. We're going to take, I'm going to start with my right hand weight. We're going to bring our legs out to an extended position, and we're going to stack our left ankle on top of our right. Okay. So I want you to squeeze the inner thighs as the legs are together. Opposite arm coming out to a T beside us. Other hand, same leg that's crossed over. We'll take that hand, maybe fingers to the back side of the head. We'll lift that left leg straight up as we reach to the outside with the right arm. Lower, stack those ankles. lift that. Ooh, that was making it harder.
I did. I did.
Same leg, reach. So for me, the trick here is as I reach, I really pull that left rib down. So I'm reaching to the left and I'm drawing that left rib deeper. That's how I engage my abs. Okay, but you want to try to stay on that pelvis. Here's 2. And we're going to hold it 1. Support your head. Reach, reach. Outside of the thigh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. We'll switch sides. So right ankle on top of your left. Left hand takes the weight now out to a T. Other arm comes up, supports the head. All you're doing is lifting that top leg and reaching as far as you can to the outside and then back to that T. Lift, lower it down. As you lift, pull that belly as tight as you can. No hip flexors. Reach, inhale, tap, exhale, reach. Let's go for 3. Pull the right rib down as that right leg lifts. Pull it down to the mat. Use those obliques. 2. Hold it on this last one. Right here. Drop the hand a little lower. Reach and pull. Support the head. Don't press into it. Tiny pull. Talking is so hard when I do this. 2, 1. And roll it down. Good job. Take the weight off to the side and bring your knees into your chest.
It's not okay you both knees together.
I know. I was thinking maybe we should add that to the list. That's so funny. All right. So we're going to bring the legs down. We're going to bridge just a little bit. I want you to have your weights in your hands. Okay. So to start, we will keep the arms long beside us, hands on top of the weights, press down into the floor. Open those shoulders up. I want you to use arms today. Okay, so feet are heels in line with sitting bones. Take your inhale, we'll just bridge to the floor. Exhale as you tip the pelvis up, pull the ribs, pull the belly deep. Now, reach those shins across the room, press into those weights, and squeeze the glutes, roll it down, starting from the very top of the spine. Slow it down when we get to that lowest part where you feel that bigger stretch. That's the part of your spine that curls inward, so our tailbone can kind of stick out a little bit. So we want to flex that part of the spine, letting every vertebrae come down nice and slow. And I like to think of pressing my vertebrae down. Helps me engage my abs. Press into those weights as you roll it down. Let's just do one more. Knees are nice and stable. Exhale. Shoulders are open. You're pressing. Hold it here. Little hold. Squeeze a little higher. Pull the belly away a little deeper. And roll it down. We're going to bring our feet together. All right. So we're going to zip up everything here. We're going to roll ourselves up. Okay. Now, arms are going to come up overhead. They can come out to a T or reach overhead. All right. Hang on here. We're going to lift our heels, press to the floor. Okay. Lift up, press down. Keep your belly tight. Press those heels down. Press into the toes to lift. Keep that pelvis as high as you can. It'll lift a little as the heels lift. Let's 2 and hold it on 1. Roll it down. Arms are still overhead. And bring those arms up to the ceiling and down beside you. All right, we're going to do one more thing. You're going to lift those heels up. Bring them closer toward the glutes. That helps, okay? Roll yourself up nice and slow. Arms are going to come up overhead. Squeeze those glutes, don't release. As you lower the pelvis, keep the heels high. Press into the toes to lift up. Inhale, arms are above head, relaxing, shoulders are nice and open. All that's working is the butt. Yeah. And maybe the calves because our heels are lifted and you're squeezing those inner thighs. We got 3. And here's 2. Belly is tight. And last one. Hold it up. Roll it down. Bring the arms up. and down to the mat beside you. Good. Can we do one more thing?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
We're gonna go single leg. So feet are back together or not together, open, kind of hip distance. Roll yourself up. Pause at the top. Shoulders are nice and open. We're gonna bring our arms up to the ceiling, pull those shoulders down. Keep the shoulders as wide as you can. Get yourself organized. We're gonna bring one leg to tabletop, extend it up. We're gonna lower halfway, press into that stabilizing foot. Inhale. Exhale, press down. Inhale. As you lift, reach through that shin across the room. It helps bring the knee over the toes. Don't let that hip with the extended leg drop. And 2, and 1. Keep it long, keep the arms up, roll yourself down. And switch sides. Ready? Roll it up. We're going to keep our arms up to the ceiling. All right, here we go. Pull the belly tight, push down into that stabilizing foot, extend the leg. Lower half, press it up. Remember, your shoulders are open, collarbone wide. You're trying to keep those hips squared off with the floor. Pushing down into that heel of the stabilizing foot. We're going to go for 4, squeeze it up. And 3, and 2, press down to lift up. Last one, roll it down. Leg feet down, weights down. Let's stretch out that leg. So we're going to do a climb a tree. We're going to extend one leg. Let's pull that knee in first. Okay. Draw that knee in, right knee toward the right side of the body, in line with the hip. Extend the leg. Take your inhale, flex that foot. Tuck the chin, roll it up. Look to that other foot. Draw the leg a little closer. Stretch, stretch, and walk it down. And we'll go to the other side. We're not going to do many because I have so much more to cover. Not a lot of stretching today. Extend the opposite leg. Flex the foot. Tuck the chin, walk the hands up. Look to the toes of the other foot. Even press it to the floor. Draw the leg closer. Take your inhale. Walk it down. Nice and slow. Okay. So we're going to do our sideline work. You're going to come up onto the side. We're going to take one weight. We're going to stay on our elbow. So as much of this work that we're doing is oblique, thinking of that shoulder, the whole shoulder girdle, the back side. Whenever we plank, we're doing backside stuff too. All right, so we did this on Monday. Our feet are stacked, heels in line with our hip bone all the way to our shoulder. Top arm has the weight, all right? All we're gonna do here is lift the pelvis, but the arm is gonna go to a T. So let's bring it out to the side, lengthen that neck, lift the ribs away from the floor. Now, as you press the hips up, the arm goes up. Inhale, tap down. Exhale. So we're trying to keep our spine as long as we can. We will add weight, adds a little more work to this. So bottom oblique, squeeze as you lift. Keep that neck as long as you can. And as you come up, shoulder comes up over the elbow. We're going to hold it here. Lift up, pause. Thread under that rib cage. Rotate, look back to the hand behind you. Extend to that big T and tap it down. Arm comes down. Lift up. Reach like you're skimming that bottom rib cage. And come on up. Lower down. We're going to go one more like this. Arms up. Thread. Now we're going to go back to the T. And now you're going to open the chest. Oh, and lower down. Can we do 2? Lift it up. Thread it through. Bring it to the T. Now open the chest. And come on down. So we need one more. 1. Lift those hips. Pull that bottom oblique up, out to the T, and open. And roll it down. We will switch eyes. So the weight just really adds the tiniest bit of more work.
It almost carry over.
Yeah. So if you lose any of your connection, yes, especially when we're rotating back, so don't go far. If you lose any of your connections as I'm talking about it, take a break. Okay. So arm is coming long beside you at the hip, ankles in line with the hip all the way to the shoulder. long neck. We're gonna press the pelvis up and lower it down. My rib cage is trying to pull up, bottom rib. Pull it up like you're arcing up those hips. And I'm going to count you down now. 4, squeeze those glutes to press the hips forward. 3, keep the ribs up and the belly pulling. And here's your last one, but you know what's coming. So we're going to lift up, T arm. Skim the top of the hand, palm to the ribs as you rotate, look back, and come on up to the T, drop it down. 4 of these. Reach. Up, drop it down. Reach, and up and down. Here's your last one like this. Skim under that rib. Keep the palm as close to the rib cage as you can. We're going to add. So lift, rotate to the floor. Now open to your T and just open up where you feel like you get a stretch, but you're not going to fall backwards. And here's 2. Lift, reach behind to the T. Open. Oh, yes. And down. Last one. Up, reach, up, open, and down. Good job. That's hard, right? All right, so I have time for this. Boy, I built a lot of stuff in this class. Okay, no weights. I know, as I was doing the work this morning, I was like, what am I doing? Okay, so let's support our head for this. So I'm going to take my head down in a second. I just want to get you in position. All right, so you're centered as long as you can in that body. The ribs are lifted from the floor. We're going to take our head down. We're going to bring that top leg, bent knee, foot in front of the bottom. All right. So remembering, if you can see, my ribs are lifted. Okay. So we worked on our obliques. They're nice and warm. Lift the ribs up, rest the head, bottom foot, flex it, lift it up, lower. So the rules when you're doing this are that you're trying not to drop the rib cage. Right? So a little reminder, hold it. I got a little space. It's a little tunnel. One of our teachers calls it a little mouse house. Don't squish your mouse as you lift. And you want to feel like that leg is heavy. 3 and 2 and 1. And now we're going to rest for just a second. Bring the toes to the inside of that bottom knee. And we're going to lift the whole shape up. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale. Try not to tip back and forth in the hips. We're trying to keep that rib cage lifted. There's 4. The weight adds a little more to the inner thigh. 2 and 1. And lower it down nicely. Okay, bend that bottom knee. We're going to work on the top a little bit more. So we did our bridging. That's kind of a good hamstring glute max. We're going glute med max. So the medium-sized butt. Okay. That's the only way I can think of it. Okay, so we're going to flex, lift that top knee, make sure your ribs are light on the floor. So we're going to take that knee and rotate internal. Perfect. You're going to bring it down in front, kick it back and straighten with a flex. Inhale, exhale. You're trying to keep the hips from tipping. You're getting that little extra inch behind you. So it's a little diagonal. Okay, knee down, flex through the ankle. Toes are internal, knee internal, and you're trying to almost kick back. Exhale as you press. Think of pressing the wall away. 3. Ribs are light on the floor. 2 and 1. Hold it here. Point the toe. We're going to tap the floor with a point. Flex, lift up. Point, tap, flex, lift. You should be feeling this little crease right here in your hip. I love this word. It's the greater trochanter. And you're trying not to let the hips fall back. So you're really staying lifted in your ribs. That's what's keeping those hips from staying still or tipping. Here's your last one. With a point, we're going to circle. So leg is not high, knee is forward, right? We're going to circle. Nice little circles for 8. So there's 5, 4, 3, 2,
1, and we're going to reverse it for 8, 7, 6, belly is tight, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and you should feel that a little bit, right? Okay, bring that heel in front of that bottom knee, and then you can draw that bottom knee closer for that deeper stretch. You can open up this knee, just go as comfortable as you can. Even that knee, bottom knee can be moved away, all right? So I'm going to draw my heel closer. I'm going to open up my knee, and now I want to settle my hip back, press my ribs down to the floor, almost an arch in that back. It won't be an arch, but it feels like you're doing that. And then relax and flip sides. We got in a little stretch in case we run out of time. All right. Sorry, I got a lot in today.
You did.
All right. So, and I'm just feeling from all week long our work. All right. So bottom, let's extend both legs. So get into your perfect form where you're all organized. Okay. So you got that lift. Your head is nice and comfy, like it's on a pillow. You're going to bring that top leg in front. Doesn't have to go far, but you can adjust, right? Flat foot with a flex, lift, lower, lift, lower. So if I was pressing on your leg, I want you to press up against the weight of me pushing down. Okay. You have a weight on your ankle. So you're squeezing up. Good job. Everyone, let's go. 5. Here's 4. 3 and 2, and now we're going to weight it a little more. So pause here, stay in your form, toe comes to that knee inside, and we're going to lift the whole shape. So remember, no rolling back, trying to keep the rib cage lifted and still. Okay, this leg on top should add even more weight and top hand support. Okay, and we'll go for 3. Belly is tight, 2 and 1, and you are done with that. So bottom knee bends. There we go. So we're going to take that knee internal. So heel up to the ceiling, knee down, tap it in front, press it out behind. Inhale, tap, exhale, press. It stays internal, the toes stay down. You should be hitting that little area right there. Your ribs are lifted, your hips are still, and your belly is tight.
Oh, yeah.
Exhale, press. Let's go for 3. Here's your last one for good luck. Press and bring it in. All right, so that top leg is going to extend, okay? We're going to bring it out. We're going to tap it down with a point, flex and lift. So thinking of that internal foot, if you feel like the toes end up going up on a diagonal to the ceiling, it means you're rotated in that hip, and that's not what I want. I want this squared off hips forward. Let's go for 3 and 2 and 1. Line that foot up in line with your hip. Point the toe. Circle 8, 7. Keep the hips as still as you can. Pull that belly in. And always remind yourself what 4, 2, 1, and I probably did 10 reverse for 8, 7, 6. Such a killer. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Yes, and bring that heel in. That was a good quick little workout. We have 1 minute left. All right, so bring that bottom knee bent in as far as you feel comfortable. Open up the knee if this feels good. Stay here. Otherwise, so my ribs are lifted right now. I'm going to drop them down, press my hip out behind me so I get that little extra punch.
Yeah.
It does. It works, right? These little tweaks. And then nice and slow. Isn't that fun? So bring the knees up or together. We're going to roll onto our backs. No weights. We're going to do a roll up. We'll stretch real quick. So arms come up. You guys finished and you did it. All right. Chin to chest. Arms start to lower. This might be harder than reach. Yeah, funny. And let's reach forward for those toes. Oh, pull them back if that feels good. Drop the chest a little deeper. Use your arms to pull yourself down. You're nice and flexy right now, so this should feel good. Ah. All right. And then roll yourself up.
And you guys did it. Happy Wednesday. Yes, everyone
Don't you
did
feel better
great.
coming first?
I'm so proud